Today I'm going to tell a story of love and sacrifice. Sacrifice is one of the purest and most selfless ways to love someone. There is no better way to show someone's loyalty or love for one another than through sacrifice. To love another person means to feel compassionate towards them, to feel what they feel. Caring about someone and what happens to them is also a sign of love. Sharing a relationship with someone means that you have to be responsible and have to be aware that there will be times when things go wrong. Loving someone means taking these wrong things and trying to fix them. Making sacrifices is a sign of devotion to another person. When you care about someone, you have to give a little. It all comes with life. In order to receive something, one must sacrifice other things. For example, if having to make a choice between the love of your life and going to a football game, a person who is truly in love, and not just in love with being in love, will sacrifice the game in order to be with that person. Habib was 24 years old. He was born in the city of Kabul, Afghanistan. Habib belonged to a very traditional family full of values, good manners, and respect for elderly people. Community people would often give examples of his family. They set an example for everyone. Habib's father was a well-known businessman as well. He had servants working for them, including drivers with charity services for poor people and free for school for orphans who couldn't afford to study. Habib was a professional. He was also hoping to help his father with his business. Habib's family was very wealthy. Habib was a very kind gentleman. He always made sure that his family was happy with him. He never disobeyed his father in any way. Habib's father fell ill. He couldn't go on to one of the meetings at the orphanage. He requested Habib to go and attend the meeting instead of him, as he trusted his son. It was a girls' orphanage. His driver drove him to the place for the meeting, as well it was far in the village, 6 hours away from the city of Kabul. When Habib reached, he was greeted by everyone, by all the staff members, very warmly. He started talking. Everyone started talking about their needs and problems. There was one person, very quiet, who did not say anything. Habib's eyes went to her and said, "Miss, what can I do for you?" She didn't say anything. He asked about her name. She said, "My name is Noria." Noria was 22 years old. She was a girl from the village. Noria was a beautiful and gorgeous girl. Noria was 12 years old when she lost her family during a war in Afghanistan. Noria was living with her uncle. She wanted to be an independent girl. Noria was a very beautiful girl with green eyes and black, long, dark hair. She had an innocent face. You could see the pain in her eyes. For Habib, it was love at first sight. He left the meeting and went back to Kabul, but he was thinking about her the whole time. Habib was looking for excuses to go back to the village to meet her again. For sometimes, he couldn't contact her. But since his dad owned the orphanage, he called there often to try and talk to her. After the few tries, he was finally able to get in touch with her. First time, she was trembling behind the phone to talk to him. They had tried to talk for a few minutes, and then she finally got comfortable talking to him. He asked, "Why is there so much pain in your eyes?" Noria started by telling him about her family. Noria was 8 years old. The war of Afghanistan. She had lost her whole family. She was the only child left. She grew up in poverty without food or water. She lived off one pair of clothes. When Habib heard the story, he started crying for her situation. But she thanks his father for making the orphanage to support people just like Noria. Habib was deeply in love with her, but he knew it wouldn't be possible because of his family status in society. He knew that his family will never accept her as a daughter-in-law, but he still wanted to talk to his family about it. It was the girl that he loved, and her name was Noria, at the orphanage. Habib wanted to give the whole happiness of the world to her. Habib struggled lots to make his family understand, but unfortunately his father was against it. He wanted someone for him with the same family status and name. Habib failed, but couldn't make his family understand his feelings. His father said to him, "You Twitter chose family or her." Habib knew if he chooses his love, he loses everything. Name, status, and money. He will have nothing to survive. But he knew that he will be happy with Noria, and he can work and forgive her and give her all the happiness she deserves. Habib left his family, name, status, and fame. He chose to love Noria. He went to mosque and they both got married. Habib, with his savings, he rented a very small room to have a roof over their heads. Both Habib and Noria faced so many problems and poverty, but they still loved each other so much that they didn't care. After a year of struggles, of the life ups and downs, Habib got a good job. He rented an apartment in a good area of the city, and shortly after that, Noria got pregnant. They were both having a happy life together, and their love was increasing day by day. They were so happy that they will both be parents soon. They had a little baby boy, and they named him Hamid. They were one happy family, but he was missing his family to see his son. Since Habib was the only child in the family, this was important to him. After a few months, Habib's dad found that he was the grandfather, and he couldn't control his happiness. He called his son and apologized to him for not understanding his love. He invited them home. When Noria heard this, she was beyond happy. They went home with their baby son Hamid. His family had a big party to celebrate his love and grandchild's arrival. They lived happily ever after. Habib sacrificed everything to love and give happiness to an orphan girl who had never tasted anything in life. In Islam, supporting an orphan has lots of rewards. Habib also had faith that one day his family would accept him. His sacrifice made a difference. He got the love of his life and also got his family to accept him. Thank you guys for listening. My name is Jen Martins. For more videos, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.